Well, hello and good afternoon, everyone. We are back with the Third Man Cricket Show, and we stand at the foothill of a very, very important series. It's Youngistan India, the youngsters of India taking on the Sri Lankan Lions. With me, I have Ronak as well as Sanmay, our experts for today's game. The very first, very obvious question, guys, and how do you feel with one Indian team already there in England, and this is another Indian side taking on the Sri Lankan Lions today? So, how's the feeling like, Ronak?
The feeling is amazing. To begin with, we are sending what Australia used to do in the earlier days, and we used to question what kind of arrogance is this that you are sending your second 11 to play with us. But this is how we have built our team over last few years. Especially we have to give credit to our domestic circuit. We have 38 plus class teams which are on a pipeline. So we have at least 72 players for each position, and if we are
Right.
not being able to figure out that, then I think we should have India A, B, C, D, and E. We should be playing 3 to 4 countries simultaneously to keep cricket alive. And say basically, what we can do is send 3 teams to different to for promotion of cricket. We can send our India C team to say maybe a country like Zimbabwe or PNG or say Nepal to play. We will get audience over there also. So if ICC decides on that, we can grow it that way.
Right, right. And Sanchit rightly mentioning here that it is a historic moment in cricket, a team playing two teams simultaneously shows the quality of Indian cricket. Indeed, we are very proud of the same. Sanmay, what are your views on the same? How do you feel?
Yeah, I am also feeling very proud for the way the Indian cricket has shaped up. My you, usually wanted to see that this shows that we have a team that who can replace the current Indian team also, and that's the depth we have, the Indian team that possesses. Credit goes to domestic cricket and the introduction of IPL, which helped us form a team that form to bring us in a position which where we can send a second team simultaneously to for playing international cricket.
Right, but when we speak of Indian team, who's currently having two teams playing at two different locations, the opponents are somewhat not in a good position when they are placed in world cricket. With players like Kushal Mendis and Niroshan Dikvella or even Kushal Pereira being banned, do you guys think that the Sri Lankans are really going to miss them in this series and in the time when they are being banned, Ronak?
They will for sure miss their regular players in the 11, but it is good chance for the youngster to shine. Like India is giving the opportunities to their youngsters. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, they are forced by this nature. But this could be a good luck for them. If the youngster performs, then it would be difficult for their regular players to come back in. They can create a chance for themselves because T20 is approaching, and Sri Lanka can very go with the mindset that because most of the regular players are banned for 1 year, and T20 is in, say, World Cup is in 3 to 4 months. So they can very well say that we will send our youngster team like India did in 2007 World Cup, and you never know what can happen if they go with that spirit. So they should be focused on what they can do now. Nothing can happen with the team they have, but if they take it positively and they have a mindset of a young team, then they can surely excel.
Yes, yes. Looking at that 2007 World Cup, you rightly mentioned that we never know what can happen. Sanmay, what do you think? Because Kushal Mendes or even Kushal Pereira, Niroshan Dikvella have really played for Sri Lanka at crucial positions. For example, Kushal Mendes has been their number three for quite a consistent period of time. So number three is a very important slot. We all know the importance of what that slot holds. So do you think that the Sri Lankas are going to miss them for the upcoming year, because the team is really at a downfall right now? They are not really finding their foot in the world cricket.
Yeah, they will surely miss their experienced players, but it is their own internal matter problem. That's why they are not able to play. They are not having their experienced player in their rank. But I am sometimes I feel that I'm amazed to see both the teams. One team is just testing their young talent, and the other team is forced to test their young talent. They are just
Right.
being forced without any lack of experience in them. And if you see, they might struggle, but you may not keep Sri Lanka out of the picture because they are in their own home. They know their home conditions really well, and as compared to India, they have played a competitive cricket before coming into the series. So Indian can't just stay laid back that this is a weak Sri Lankan team. They will just have a walk in the park. But it can get difficult for India also. Have to keep a great mindset going into the match. That's what I will say.
Correct, correct. And there was a question here asked by Vignesh, if I'm not wrong, that will Ishan Kishan make his ODI debut for India on his birthday? So, a question that I would like to take with you guys too: that is it going to be Ishan Kishan or Sanju Samson behind the wickets? What do you guys feel, Ronak?
I think we have got the update that Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar Yadav have been handed their caps. So they are making their debut, obviously. So no, I feel for Sanju Samson, man. He has been performing in the domestic circuit for a long time, and recently we saw what he did in IPL as well. But
Yes,
nothing to take away from Ishan Kishan's talent that he have. He's an immaculate talent, and today is his birthday. So what a better gift could he get to like get a ODI cap debut for India? Yeah, so I wish him all the best, and we see a birthday knock. Many great players have given memories on their birthday knocks. Maybe he will give us a good knock as well. But coming again to Sanju Samson, I feel for him. But all the best to Surya Kumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan for their
Ishan Kishan.
debuts. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Sanmay, a question from Sanchit Desai is that Indians have always been known for losing their first game and then coming back. So is the pressure too high on the Indian team to win this whole series 6-0? What do you feel?
No, I don't think so. There will be any pressure. As we say, हम लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि first match भगवान के नाम के लिए है. तो वैसे and that's been lucky for us. So I guess first game भगवान के नाम पे डाला जाए तो भी ठीक है चलता है. But there won't be any pressure. The young Indian squad should just go and enjoy their game and just enjoy the international exposure that they are getting without having any pressure, because the Sri Lankan team is also not that tough to beat. So we should not think about these things that we will come under pressure and all. Just go. We have also have a good coach in Rahul Dravid. So I feel that the dressing room will be relaxed with his presence.
Yes, yes. And since we have got the update that Surya Kumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan have got their caps, so they'll be making their debut, which also clears one statement that Prithvi Shaw is going to open with Shikhar Dhawan because Ruturaj and Devdutt have not got their caps. So, what do you guys feel is going to be the batting order after the opening slots? Who's going to bat at number 3 and 4 because they are both debutants. So, what do you guys feel about it, and how excited are you about it?
Yeah, it is pretty obvious that keeping Manish Pandey out of an 11, particularly this 11, is impossible. So Manish Pandey will come at number 3, then Surya Kumar Yadav as has been handled his cap. So and after for that him following Ishan Kishan. So this will be my 3-4-5: Manish Pandey, Surya Kumar Yadav, and Ishan Kishan. After that we have a fixed array of players: Hardik Pandya and
Right,
all that.
right. Sanmay, do you feel that Surya Kumar Yadav can also play at number 3 with Manish Pandey at 4 or 5, adjusting Ishan Kishan? Because I personally feel that Surya Kumar Yadav is a good fit at number 3, ahead of Manish Pandey. So, your views on it, Sanmay?
Yeah, I also feel that Surya Kumar Yadav should play at number 3. But if you say Manish Pandey fills that position really well, I think so in domestic cricket also he plays at number 3 for Karnataka, if I'm not wrong. So I guess he's suited for that in this squad. And number 4, as you also know, that is a very important position, and it's that the player should know how to accelerate the innings. So I guess Surya Kumar Yadav can be that player who can accelerate at its own pace. So Pandey at 3 and Surya Kumar at 4 will be an ideal for this lineup.
Yeah, definitely keeping that in mind, because Manish Pandey is basically not what we think in ODI is an accelerate. He cannot accelerate at 200 or 250. He might accelerate. That will be a one-off thing. But normally he plays within a strike rate of 80 to 100. So and he does well at number 3, even for Sunrisers Hyderabad in 2020 T20.
Correct.
When he goes down the order, then we see him getting dropped from playing 11. So he at the top order is always good, and we do not want to waste a player of his caliber. So, and Surya Kumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan, as we saw in England series, that they can adjust to any situation. They can play a fast flowing cricket. Them coming with Hardik Pandya will make a dangerous trio. They can, or they all three can bat at a strike rate of 200 plus. So nothing
Right.
in that context. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Another factor to be considered is that Manish Pandey has got too much of experience under his belt, at least more than Surya Kumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan to be able to play at number three. So yes,
Yeah.
we'll have to see what the order is decided by Rahul Dravid and Shikhar Dhawan. Obviously, I would really like the viewers to keep us updated about the toss that is going to happen in a matter of 2 to 3 minutes. And going ahead, guys, I would really like to discuss about the bowling attack of India, starting with India and then Sri Lanka, obviously. So, a major point of concern is the fitness of Hardik Pandya to be able to bowl those 10 overs. So, if or if not Hardik Pandya is able to bowl his full quota, do you think India will go with 2 spinners or 3 spinners, considering the all rounder in Krunal Pandya?
If Hardik Pandya bowls his quota of say 10 overs or say even 5 overs, then I would go with Krunal Pandya. If he doesn't bowls at all, then I would definitely go with Krishnappa Gautam in the mix.
So you
And
would, okay, yeah, continue.
other bowlers will be obviously Bhuvneshwar Kumar. There will be a toss up between Navdeep Saini and Chetan Zakaria, but my personal preference, seeing Sri Lanka side, they might not like the pace of Navdeep Saini, so I would go in with Navdeep Saini, and Yuzi Chahal is a must.
Right. Yuzvendra Chahal is a must, that's for sure. Sanmay, your prediction on the Indian spinners, two or three?
Three spinners. It will be the pair of Kulcha and Krunal Pandya, and India will play two pacers. I wanted Chetan Sakaria, but I guess he's not handed his ODI cap, so it will be Saini and Bhuvi, or Deepak or Bhuvi, anyone.
Right. Deepak Chahar is a very exciting prospect in white ball cricket, is what I feel. Ronak, would you like to see Deepak Chahar ahead of someone like Navdeep Saini, or would you still persist with some pace because it's an Asian team that we're playing against?
See, in Sri Lanka, we are not getting to see the swing, I guess, much of swing. If we are about to see some swing, then Bhuvneshwar Kumar is there to exploit that. No swing bowler is better than Bhuvneshwar Kumar in these conditions.
True,
So we
true.
have that prospect. And if that backfires, then we do not have an option, a variety. So that is why I said second option could be either Chetan Sakaria or Navdeep Saini, because Chetan Sakaria if Chetan Sakaria plays, then he will provide the left hand option as well as those perfect Yorkers in that overs that we saw him doing for Rajasthan Royals. And if Navdeep Saini plays, then he can bounce out Sri Lankan batsmen with his pace and variety. So this will be the option. I don't think Deepak Chahar will get a go in ODIs, but in T20s, yes, he will get a go.
All right. A question I would like to ask both of you is that it's not a question that's right or wrong, that has a right or a wrong answer. It's just an opinion. Some captains go ahead with more off spinners because there are more left-hand batsmen in the opposition's batting lineup because the ball can pitch and go outside. Some captains just don't care. They say that if our bowlers are good enough, they can take wickets of any batsman. So are you an ardent believer in the fact that if there are more left-handers, you need to go in with more off spinners and vice versa, affecting the selection of Kuldeep Yadav or even Lakshan Sandakan for Sri Lanka? So Sanmay, starting with you, and then Ronak, your opinions on the same.
No, no, I don't feel so because if you believe in a player that we can take out the batsman, irrespective of whether he's a right-hander or left-hander, then you should back them up. So I'm not a fan that if there are more left-handers, I should go with off-spinner. Even though if there are more left-handers, you should just back their strength because if you see if you see our spinners, especially they have played. The pair of Kulcha has played many matches together, and even in South Africa also the pair has been really successful. So I guess I'm not fan of that. If there are more left-handers, you should play with off spinners. If there are more right-handers, you should play with leg spinners. You should just back the strengths of the bowlers and go ahead.
Right. Ronak, your point of view?
I think Ashwin has nullified that debate, right? For good. That if you are the best bowler, you are the best bowler. Doesn't matter what the surface. If you are best bowler of your team, you should do the job. It doesn't matter if you are bowling to a right-hander or left-hander. You should be able to bowl. That is what they play for, right? They've been practicing playing for that instance itself. They are not like कि मेरे सामने left-hander आएगा तो मैं ball नहीं डालूंगा. That will not happen. You have to have that talent. That is why you are selected in this team. But yeah, sometimes captain do prefer some certain bowlers in perspective of the match. Say if you are saying after 40 overs, when these are the death overs, then certainly you will not go for an off spin option against a right hander. That would be death sentence for that bowler. Those are logical situations. But if you say in a normal condition, normal scenario, normal match scenario, then certainly Kulcha is a better option, I feel right now. But as Varun Chakrabarti has not been handed his cap, so I'm assuming that Kulcha is making that like making the playing 11 again. We'll be seeing them for after a long time.
Yes, and since conditions are expected to be a bit damp, we can also be almost sure that Kulcha as well as Krunal Pandya, so three spinners for India, are going to make it to the 11. Another opinion I need from you guys is the fact that Rahul Dravid has already stated that in this series, each and every youngster is going to get a chance. Do you think that even if players are performing, just to give a chance to the other players, they cannot be made to sit out, right? So, what are your opinions on the same? Like, if a batsman is performing at a certain position, you cannot make him sit out because you need to just give a chance to some other player. So, what are your opinions on the same?
Nah, I guess it's
Yeah.
yeah, I guess it should not have happened. If the player is playing really well, he's carrying a certain momentum with him, so he should go ahead. He should be backed and
Right.
play more and more. Just because we are going with a young team, and we have just you have said that if every single player will play. That doesn't count. That if the player is performing, you should just back him. Even if the player has not performed in this match, also you should just give him one more another chance so that he gets settled in. So I feel that you should back a single team for 2 or 3 games and then think of changing around.
Like we have a toss update coming up from Colombo. Sri Lanka have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. So the Indians are going to take the field first and they are going to chase. Ronak, coming back to you on the question that I asked Sanmay, your opinion on the same before we know what the 11s are.
Yeah, certainly. I agree completely with Tanmay and his perspective that changes should be made if there is an inconsistent performance. But we see this series as a preparatory series for our T20 World Cup. So getting those 2-3 slots filled, but it should not happen that giving one match and then dropping him. We should be giving at least 2 matches in this series to every player. Then we should decide whether to play him on the third match or not. And if that happens, then it will fulfill our what we thought this series should be. It should be a preparation for us that we are preparing for World T20, and we are filling one or two slots which are yet to be fulfilled in our playing 11. Otherwise, the Indian team is looking set. 9-10 players are set for World Cup.
Right. And going into this game or going into this series, how how is the confidence of both the sides? Because Indians are going in with a very very young side led by Shikhar Dhawan, and Sri Lankans are going in through a rough patch as we mentioned in the start of the show. So how do you think will it affect the confidence of both the sides?
Sorry, Amog, your network was not. You were not audible.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, I was just asking about the
Your network is lagging, Amog. Your voice is breaking quite a bit.
hello.
Yeah. Till the time Amok fixes his mic and all, Sanmay, what is your thought on this uh, process of Dhawan saying that they all he also wanted to bat first? Like he mentioned that he also wanted to bat first due to the due factors. So what do you think of make of that comment?
No, I think so. While playing in Sri Lanka, has the history of the Colombo also suggests many matches have been won batting first only. So I guess, and with the humid conditions going around in Colombo, there will be a lot of dew coming after during the run chase. But I feel for a young team like India, it might put a bit pressure on them, might put a pressure on them while chasing because we it's not an experienced team if you see. That's why this will test them really good. But I feel Dhawan has said it might have looked at the history of the ground and would have looked due factor. That's why he would have also thought that batting first would be ideal.
But in case of due, more often than not, we see that it benefits the batting team, batting second team. So why do you think that Sri Lanka chose this option of batting first?
Because actually as the game progresses the Colombo pitch becomes slow and slow and
Yeah.
it turns a lot, it becomes really slow to batter and chasing a target of 260 also becomes really tough for us. If you see the Sri Lanka had also defended a target of 207 against India in that very ground. So I guess that might be one of the reasons why Darshan Chanaka would have said that they will bat first.
Yeah, obviously. Amog, are you back? I think he's having some network issues. Anyways, let's continue with that. News coming in is that Kulcha is playing finally, as we already suggested. So, how are you feeling about that combo?
I'm
The
feeling
most
really
successful.
excited that Kulcha is playing.
Yeah.
It's been time we have seen Kulcha back in the field, and they really look खेलते अच्छे तरह से क्या बोलते हैं उसे, they gel together really
Part
well and they can change. हाँ, they
partnership.
can
Yeah.
partnership उनका बहुत अच्छा रहता है bowling partnership. So
Yeah.
really excited to see Kulcha back and it will also give Kuldeep also confidence that I have Chahal with me so to discuss the things and it will give Chahal the confidence back also in the middle overs. So really excited to see them back.
Yeah, and especially in middle overs, for middle overs, India went through this way of kulcha. And before we wrap up, for our viewers who play the fantasy game, can you name your three players who should be in their fantasy 11? Basically, captain, vice captain, and one more player, if you can name from your squad.
So
Both the sides.
okay, I really don't know about Sri Lanka that much, but I guess you can take Hasaranga from Sri Lanka if you want, and from India, I guess Shikhar Dhawan should be there, and one more player, maybe the debutant Surya Kumar Yadav should be there in your level.
Okay. Amog, are we back or
Yeah. Am I audible?
okay? Yes, you are. Okay, he has gone again, I guess.
And I guess
So
Okay, I
you are
guess India
lagging
has gone
again.
with Deepak Chahar. India has gone with Deepak Chahar in bowling.
Wow, that is a
So it's
news.
Kulcha, Deepak Chahar, Bhuvi, Kunal Pandya, and Hardik Pandya.
Uh,
Obviously.
okay, that is good news, I guess. But uh, they have gone in with the experience. India has certainly gone in with the experience,
Just to
and
start with the series on a good note, I think so.
yeah, that is definitely the scene over here. So my top three players would be one of them. I would like to bet on birthday boy Ishan Kishan. I think I hope that he comes and shows his way out. And I have an interesting choice of from Sri Lanka. I have Akila Dhananjaya, the spinner. He can really do some damage on uh, in the second innings because the pitches will become slow and slower, as you mentioned. And the third, I'll go with Bhuvneshwar Kumar from our side. He is a vice captain and he would like to take the mantle. So I think this will be my three players in the fantasy if you are looking ahead for. So I think that is it from our side, and yeah. So thank you all for joining, and thank you all for joining. And this is Third Man Cricket Show. We would like to inform that uh, we are still fighting the COVID fight, and please wear your masks, use sanitizers, and get vaccinated as soon as possible, and follow all the government protocols and guidelines. Stay home, stay safe. We are the Third Man Cricket Show, and we thank you for 450 subscribers, the viewers. You are the main pillars of our channel. We would like to continue to grow with you all. We will watch the analysis a match, and do the analysis again for you at the post match whenever the match ends. So thank you for joining in, and this is Ronak Kumar Kedia along with Sanmay and Amok signing